Okay, folks, here we are, of course, at Dunedin Silverstream Speedway, or Mosgiel Silverstream Speedway for the Kartsport Championships, the South Island Championships. And a beautiful day we have here. As you can see in the background here, we're getting ready for our next race. Please excuse a couple of wee glitches. It's our first filming for the season, so we're just getting sort of into that as we speak, or as the day goes on. Throughout the evening or afternoon, we're going to be doing some interviews with some of the guys that'll be competing in this event. So be sure to stay tuned for all that. And we shouldn't be too far away from our next race. So stay tuned to the Pits TV.
Crime, yeah, that's right. Yo, that's wrong, dog. That's wrong.
Crime, together we crack it. Crime, everybody's involved in the racket. Crime, taking the money from the back, we stack it. Yo, that's not the way to make it. Crime, together we crack it. Crime, everybody's involved in the racket. Crime, taking the money from the back, we stack it.
Well, welcome along, folks, to the Kartsport New Zealand South Island Sprint Championship for 2019 here at Kartsport Dunedin, brought to you by Mag and Turbo Tyre and Service Centre. Tell you what a stunning day Otago has turned on for us here at Silverstream Kart Raceway. Very, very hot, just wandering around in the lunch break there, and really starting to swelter out there. Slight breeze, but an absolutely fantastic afternoon forecast ahead for kart racing here. We've seen some great lap times come into play throughout the time trials there, so but it's all about to get underway. Heat number 1 for the South Island Championship. Down into turn number 1, so we are away and racing already. Didn't even get a chance to spit out the field, but out in front at the moment, Gold Star champion Isaac Fletcher from Canterbury leads the way around. He takes them up through those tight corners there, right up to the top of the track, onto the main straight there, so you'll see who comes out nice and wide on the straight. Down the straight now. He's feeling the pressure at the moment from kart number 33, which is Zach Tucker from Canterbury. Through they come. 1 lap ticked off of 10. So it's Zach Fletcher. He leads from kart 33. Zach Tucker in third place. 22, Xavier Harvey from Canterbury. 17 in fourth place, which is Jackson Culver. Kart number 5, Robbie Batt of Southland, currently sitting down in 5th place at present. In fact, he's just lost a spot there. He's dropped down to 6. Kart 50, Oakley Muir managed to sneak past. But look at this battle up front at the moment between Kart 33, Zach Tucker putting a ton of pressure all over the back of Isaac Fletcher from Canterbury. Through they go, nose to tail, out of turn 1 and 2. Of course, this corner here, we spoke about it before. You've got to be careful how much speed you carry into this corner here. You're going too fast, and you absolutely suffer heading up the hill here. Up we go. Starting to pull away from the field now is Fletcher. And Tucker down the main straight. Once again, Tucker just sits right in behind him. Gold Star champion out in front at the moment. 29.064 versus a 28.939. So Tucker just slightly faster through that side section we spoke about before, up the hill. Field really starting to spread at the moment. Next time round, we'll give you an update on that those top 5 karts. Down the main straight, into the left-hander. Past the control line once more. So leading this one here, Isaac Fletcher of Canterbury. He leads from kart 33, which is Zach Tucker in second place at the moment. Then we go back to 22, Xavier Harvey, also of Canterbury. So it's a Canterbury trifecta there. 17 in fourth place, which is Jackson Culver. He's in fourth place. And fifth at the moment, Oakley Muir, the first of the Dunedin club, currently holding 5th spot. So there's a good battle happening for 3rd and 4th currently at the moment as well between Xavier Harvey and 17 Jackson Culver. So they're in almost an identical battle to those 2 karts right up the front. Of course, at the end of the day, this here, points from both the heat races, they will go towards where you start in tomorrow's pre-final. Then, of course, where you finish in that pre-finals, where you start the final of the Mag and Turbo South Island Karting Championship. Through once more. 6 laps into this one here. And that battle out front at the moment. Isaac Fletcher from Canterbury, his main sponsor, Mum and Dad, it says here. He's starting to come under a ton of pressure at the moment from Zach Tucker. Tucker was looking for a way there. I thought he was going to try and push underneath, but couldn't quite get it done. Down the back straight they come once more. through the left-hander, past the control line. Nothing between these guys. Through 1 and 2 they go. Oh, I thought there was going to be another gap open up there for Tucker. Just not quite close enough. Through the tight corners there, all over the back. And look at that, nose to tail stuff as they hit up the top end of the circuit. Onto that big long straight again. Tucker will just sit right in behind him. Of course, Tucker got second in the National Skills Championship. He wants to be the New Zealand champion. That is his goal in karting. And I tell you what, he's sponsored by WKS, so he's got good backing behind him as far as that goes. Plenty of skills coming out of that team. But absolutely not giving an inch at all. And I tell you, Isaac Fletcher doing very, very well to defend here indeed. 28.822, the fastest time versus a 28.808. So the faster kart out there at the moment is Tucker. Through they come once more. This is the 9th lap, of course, 10-lap heats. Still just can't... Oh, I thought the door was going to open there for a moment as they went through those tight corners. But good driving by Isaac Fletcher to hold him off. Up to the top end of the circuit they go. Down the hill this time, and he's actually pulled a wee bit of a gap, so Tucker may well have made a mistake going through those tight corners there in the centre of the track. And he's taken a bit of pressure off. Checkered flag has come out, so that is race 1 done and dusted. Isaac Fletcher from Canterbury takes it out. Bags maximum points in race number 1, brought to you by McGrath Benchtop Solutions, Cadet ROK. So Isaac Fletcher takes it out from Zach Tucker. 17, Jackson Culver in 3rd place. 22, Xavier Harvey. He will finish 4th. 5th, Oakley Muir. Nick Cayford, he finishes 6th, kart number 98. 7th, Levi McMillan, kart 23. 8th, Robbie Batt, kart number 5. 9th, Cohen Thompson, kart 99. And 10th, 71, Lycan Thompson. So that is how they will finish race number 1, the McGrath Benchtop Solutions Cadet ROK. Of course, we must thank some of the sponsors that make this event possible. Mag and Turbo, the title sponsor, McGrath Benchtop Solutions, Nagadak Earth Moving, Unleashed Karting Supplies, Otago Painting Solutions, Dome Electrical, Auto Super Shops, and of course the team from Pits TV who are doing the live stream of this event today, giving you guys that can't make it to Silverstream Raceway the best seat in the house, the best coverage possible. Very, very looking good from where I'm looking up here, but it is a stunning day here at Silverstream Raceway, and we'll be back in just a moment with the first heat for the Rotax Heavy. We'll be out on track in just a moment. 10 laps for them, heat number 1.
At Mag and Turbo, we're not just a mag wheel shop, we're a supermarket for tyres. Street, track or economy, we have a performance tyre to suit your driving and your budget. 17-inch tyres from $119, 18-inch tyres from $139 and 19-inch tyres from $179. When you buy tyres off us, you get one of these. Free tyre rotation, puncture repairs and alignment checks for the life of the tyres. If you need performance tyres, give us a call. 0800 MAGS for you.
Well, folks, welcome along. Kartsport New Zealand South Island Sprint Championship for 2019, hosted by Kartsport Dunedin. Brought to you by Mag and Turbo Tyre and Service Centre. Just waiting heat number 1, the Doma Electrical Limited Senior Rotax Max Heavy. Small field, just the 6 karts in this one here, and it was Aaron Black who put his kart on pole this morning. Of course, he is a defending South Island champion. He's won it a couple of times. He's sponsored by Mag and Turbo Dunedin, General Tyres, FTR Racing, and Carter out there. Kart number 8, sponsored by Unleashed Karting and Class Otago. Then we go to kart number 11, Kyle Rankin from Nelson, sponsored by AJ Rankin Boat Builders, Tasman Karts, ASA Plastics Nelson and Worth. Mark Arfeld is kart number 14 from Dunedin. From Nelson, Kevin Barker, kart number 15, sponsored by Pro Karts, Pete's Pump and K-Bad, and also High High Rev Motorsport. And rounding up the field, Cameron Edgar from Dunedin, kart number 26. So small field, and as I say, Aaron Black, he was the man out there during the time trials that was setting those fast times. It's hard to look past him, of course, for maybe collecting South Island Championship number 3, but a long way to go this weekend. As we say, these are just the heats. They'll do a couple of warm-up laps in this one here, the Rotax Heavy Boys. Couple of heats today. We go into the pre-final and final tomorrow. So as I say, it can be a very, very forgiving format. It can also be very unforgiving. You can win everything all weekend, go out there for that final, chain falls off, something happens, get taken out. Where you finish in that final is your placing for the 2019 South Island Kart Championship. So they'll start to form up as they come down the back straight here at Silverstream Kart Raceway in Mosgiel. What an absolutely stunning day. We'll check on the forecast for tomorrow shortly. It wasn't looking so flash, so it is Aaron Black that leads him through on his outside. Mark Arfield down to the start-finish line. We'll get a start this time around, will we? Down into turn number 1 and 2 they go. It's Black in front. Then we go back to Arfield. Kyle Rankin right there as well. He's in third place at the moment. Through those tight corners we go. The right-hander into the left. And it is still Black in the deadly kart who leads the way, sends him up the top of the hill onto the back straight there for the first time in this one here. Heat number 1. The Domer Electrical Senior Rotax Max Heavies here at the Mag and Turbo Kartsport Dunedin South Island Championship. And look at the pressure at the moment that Arfield's putting all over the back of Black. He'll be quite happy just to sit there and take a bit of pressure at the moment. Black will be trying to save those tyres a bit. Of course, you are allocated the one set of tyres for the entire weekend, so you've really got to look after them because these guys have got 32 laps tomorrow in the finals. And it is a very, very busy track, of course. You get that bit of a rest down the straight there as you see them come down there at the moment. But from there on through, it is a very, very busy track. And if you've ever done a day's racing here at Kartsport Dunedin, you certainly know it when you leave here. The arms and legs are certainly absolutely pumped. It is a busy track, especially through that section that Black is going through at the moment. A 28.012 last time around there for Aaron Black. Mark Arfeld in second place, kart number 14. Then we go back to Kyle Rankin, kart 11. 26, Cameron Edgar is fourth. Fifth at the moment, we go back to Ian Carter. And no Kevin Barker out there on the timing monitor. No Barker. So he's out of this one here. I seen him limping around the pits here earlier on, so maybe that he succumbed to that injury that he had. So just a 5 in this one here. And it really is a 3-kart race up front there at the moment. Black starting to pull a bit of a gap on Arfield. Rankin still just with these guys. 2 front runners running in the 26s, Rankin 27.001. So very, very close to running in the 26s, just not close enough. Through they go once more. We are 4 laps into this one here. 10-lap heat for the Domer Electrical Limited Senior Rotax Max Heavy South Island Championship on the line. Your current South Island champion out in front at the moment in full control. Down past the start-finish line. Lap 5 we go. 26.628 for Black, 26.646 for Arfeld. So Arfeld relatively pacey at this stage. But Black there now, you can see there's probably about half a dozen kart lengths between the leaders. Down the back straight once more. Into the left-hander, down past the control line. Turns 1 and 2, through they come. Down past Mag and Turbo being there. Into these little tight corners, as we mentioned before. Got to be very, very careful how much of the curb you decide to take there. As well as your entry and exit speed. Quite technical. But it is Black at the moment. We'll check his lap time as he comes through. No change there. It's still a 26.465. Lap number 7. So he's been twice South Island champion, twice 2 NZ. Never ever got the big prize. But very, very hard in this field of Rotax drivers when you get up against those North Island boys to claim a title. So he's certainly one of the most recognised Rotax drivers in the South Island. Home track advantage. Look at that now, that lead really starting to extend. Arfield still in second, Rankin in third. Then we go back to Carter. He's next in the queue. and Cameron Edgar currently holding 5th place. So looks like it may well be the last lap board shown there. And it's black one last time. And the Doma Electrical Limited Senior Rotax Max Heavy leads him up to the top of the circuit. Back down the straight. Into the left-hander, we should see the checkered flag presented this time around. We do. Maximum points. Heat number 1 to Aaron Black of Dunedin. He takes it out. Perfect start to his title defence here at the Mag and Turbo Kartsport Dunedin. South Island Sprint Championship. 2nd place, Mark Arfeld. 3rd place, Kyle Rankin from Nelson. Ian Carter, he's in 4th. Cameron Edgar in 5th. And Kevin Barker didn't show up for that one there. Of course, as we said before, he could turn up with a fresh set of tyres tomorrow for the pre-finals and finals in a small field and be a competitor to be reckoned with. So Aaron Black pulls into pit lane, which is just down below me here at Silverstream Raceway. They'll go through their official checks, but shouldn't be too much concern there whatsoever. There we go, folks. Race number 2 of the afternoon. Heat 1, the Doma Electrical Limited Senior Rotax Max Heavy.
What you think you do with your four-wheel drive. What you actually do with your four-wheel drive. No matter what you do with your four-wheel drive, we've got the right tyre for you. So come on down to Mag and Turbo.
Big business or small business, we've got mobile solutions to give any size business an edge. Our regionally based account managers can scope your business and deliver to your evolving needs. Take control of your team's business mobiles with individual plans or shared data pools, along with solutions that offer increased control over device and data security and the flexibility to easily manage your team's mobiles and apps. Whatever your business, whatever your size, talk to your Spark customer lead or business hub today.
Welcome back, folks. Kartsport New Zealand South Island Championship happening right here, Silverstream Raceway. Brought to you by Kartsport, Dunedin, Mag and Turbo Tyre and Service Centre. On track now, the Otago Painting Solutions Senior Rotax Max Light leading them out. The current South Island champion, Chris Cox from Canterbury. Logan Thompson from Southland is kart number 7. 10 is James Hutchinson from Dunedin. 41, Finley Dixon from Southland. 42, William Exton from Marlborough. We then go to 47, Cameron Hay from Canterbury. Cohen Mewett-Thompson is kart 50 from Dunedin. Luca Burns, kart 61 from Southland. Ethan Tuffley, 62 from Southland. 67, Jack McLaren from Canterbury. Also from Canterbury, Thomas Flynn, kart 68. And Lachlan Penrose, kart 87 from Dunedin. So they'll do a couple of warm-up laps, these boys here, and then they'll be into it. But certainly some of these guns up front. William Exton, kart 42. Chris Cox, the current South Island champ. There is some absolute talent in this field. Chris Cox, multi-time South Island champion, won the New Zealand title as well. Cohen Mewett-Thompson, 2019, that's his goal, was to be in the 2019 South Island champ. He got 6th in the national schools this year, and he's got a wee bit of inside knowledge on this Kartsport Dunedin track here as well. He's sponsored by Dunedin Innovations. Mid Realty, Preens Dry Cleaning. As they line up towards the start-finish line. All in order at the moment. Going to get a start this time around. We are away and racing down to turns 1 and 2 we go. Big Angry Pack, through they come. This is the largest field of the weekend, and it's William Exton from Marlborough, Kart 42, who leads the way around. Cox trying to put a wee bit of pressure on there as well. He's in the Tony Kart. Of course, a lot of deadly karts here this weekend, so Cox may well be down in third place at the moment. Down the main straight, there they come. And it's Exton who leads this one here. No, he is coming under pressure from Chris Cox here. And Cohen Muir-Thompson, the man we spoke about before from Dunedin, currently in third place. He's here with the leaders as well. Through they go. Fourth place at the moment. We see young Ethan Tuffley from Invercargill. He's off to a good start in this one here. He's up to, there's a tangle up there. As we said before, really got to watch your speed going into those corners, because if you go in there too fast, you scrub off a lot of speed going up the hill, and too slow, that's what happens. You get rammed right up the backside. And no damage here, though. The two guys involved in that one there, which looks to be Finley Dixon, car 41, and car 7, Logan Thompson. Both of the Cargill clubmates tangled up in that little incident there. So through we go once more. No change up the front whatsoever. Chris Cox will be quite happy just to sit there and take the pressure at the moment. He's in second place. A lot of experience. Through they go. Into the left-hand turn, down past the control line there once more. No change up front whatsoever. It is still Exton who leads this one here from Cox. Then we go back to kart number 50, Cohen Muir-Thompson in third place. Then Tuffley, then kart 67, Jack McLaren from Canterbury. That's your top five at the moment as they head up the hill. Back through one more time. Onto that back straight. Exton now starting to pull the slightest advantage. Couple of kart lengths between him and Cox, but that can evaporate pretty fast. Some good battles happening out on track there at the moment. Further down the field, kart 47, Cameron Hay, and 61, Luca Burns in a good wee battle there as well. Couple of arrow karts. They're 6th and 7th presently. Still no change up the front whatsoever. Kart 42, William Exton, the man from Marlborough, leads the way round here. South Island champion, current South Island champion, Chris Cox still holding second place, but he's been chased down pretty furiously by Cohen Muir-Thompson of Dunedin, who currently sits in third spot. Still trying to put as much pressure on them as he can. He doesn't want to fall away from the leaders here, but he also doesn't want to burn those tyres too hard either. Ethan Tuffley in fourth place. Then we go back to fifth place, which is 67, Jack McLaren. Be a fair bit of warmth in that track out there at the moment. It's an absolutely stunning day here at Silverstream Kart Raceway in Mosgiel. Slightest of breezes, not doing a lot at all. And at the moment in full control, William Exton comes through once more. Heads towards past the mag and turbo bend into those tight left and right hand corners. Works his way up the hill, so he's extended that lead now. What, he's probably half a dozen kart lengths ahead of Chris Cox of Christchurch. Cohen Muir-Thompson still doing a great job in third place, as is Ethan Tuffley up in fourth, who's being chased hard by Jack McLaren. Then we go through to kart 61, which is Luca Burns, 47 just behind him, Cameron Hay. Then we're back to 87, which is Lachlan Penrose of Dunedin. So it's Exton out front at the moment. A Saturday afternoon cruise for him here. And Kartsport Dunedin, last lap board shown this time around. He's got one more to go. Heat number 1. The Otago Painting Solutions Senior Rotax Max Light. And he's got a comfortable lead over the current South Island champion, Chris Cox of Christchurch. Cohen Muir-Thompson from Dunedin in third place at the moment. Still Tuffley in fourth place. Through they come. We should see the checker flag this time around. We do, so it's a race win for kart 42, William Exton out of Marlborough. Sponsored by Mitre 10 Mega, CRB Logistics, Tapar Wines. He takes maximum points, bags race 1 win. And the Otago Painting Solutions Senior Rotax Max Light will take a look at your top 5. So in first place here we see William Exton, second Chris Cox, in third place the local boy Cohen Muir-Thompson, fourth Ethan Tuffley of Invercargill, and 67 Jack McLaren rounding up your top 5 for this one here. The Otago Painting Solutions Senior Rotax Max Light. Heat number 1 of 2 this afternoon. Stick around, folks. We'll be back in just a moment with heat number 1 from Briggs. 10 laps of action set to go with them.
Getters never know bull. DJs put it in, see what it do. You can call this the kickback, the relax, the sit back. Then that's no fun. Forget that, punks roll with that. Soldiers go against that. You can make waves, you might not flow with that. Get up like when you see the cops or when the door knocks. Helmet on your head top. This is the short shot. Stand up, put your hands up. It ain't no stick up. Shy ain't gangster. Lames don't get up. Drunks just spit up. Chumps get hit up, the sky like the 4th of July. Keep it lit up, here come the fakes. Out jumps the jakes, gotta toss the bake, but keep the cake. Get up, they spot rushing in and never lose my breath again. Under questioning, say less than the Mexican like hablo, habla no English. Nah, I may slip a tie, makes me wanna holler, homie, oh my God. Saddle up the squad, they lead the charge. Get up, get it up, shawty.
Hey, bro, you already slow about the situation. Money plus money equals me, bro. And it's stunt time, so I'ma show y'all boys how to get it, bro. TDC, let's get it, pimpin'. Connecting to get money, you can check my swag. Money ain't all, so check the price on the tag. Connecting to get money, I stay cleaning in some soap. Connecting to get money, you allergic to being broke. Connecting to get money, got the streets on lock. Them boys flex about the hustle, they ain't never seen them block. Connecting to get money, take the diamonds on my arm as soon as we leave the club. All the balls gon' come. Woke up this morning, grabbed my strap, decided to put it back. I figured I ain't need that, cause all the hood dudes love me. We get money together, it's enough to go around, so I'm floating like a feather. Holla that Trent, connected me to Mossberg, and now we getting money. Diamonds looking like a starburst, feeling too cool. Just ask your baby mama, it's a swag thing, baby. Chain bigger than the homie, and I'm fly than the pilot. Hit me on my sidekick. Records label sass about the sweat like who I'm signed with. I ain't want a Bentley, so I went and bought a Chevy. Threw some 30s on that thing. Now let me see if you can catch me. See my partners in the cut, rolling sticky by the pound. Got some balls with them too. That's when the room is going down. From the south side to the west, got connect, don't lock. Them boys flex about the hustle. They ain't never seen them blocks. Connected to get money, you can check my swag. Money ain't all, so check the price on the tag.
Want mag wheels now? We've got 14-inch mag and tyre combos from only $8 a week, 15s from $10 a week, and 17s from only $12 a week. 15 stores nationwide, limited time, only at Mag and Turbo.
Technical Welding Services Hamilton are specialists in the transit concrete mixer industry. From chassis drop-off to a full working concrete mixing, the team will take care of the job from start to finish. Full engineering services and general sheet metal work can also be undertaken. Need a quote? Call 07 847 2031 or visit our website www.techweld.nz. Technical Welding Services Hamilton, we are the experts. Welcome back, folks, to the Kartsport New Zealand South Island Sprint Championship right here at Kartsport Dunedin. 2019 Championship brought to you by Mag and Turbo, your tyre and service centre. Auto Super Shops, Briggs Heavy out on track at the moment. Very, very small field, just the 6 karts in it. Travis Smith from Dunedin is kart number 9. Kevin Barker from Nelson, kart number 15. We'll see if Kevin is out there. Of course, he missed that race before. No, he may be missing from this one. Ryan Godsif, car number 31 from Marlborough. Blake Greenfield, also from Marlborough, is in 35. Anton Rasmussen, kart number 39 from Marlborough. And Taylor Gray, who I think was second in qualifying this morning, from Southland in kart number 88. Lined up there, ready for a race start. Down to turn number 1 and 2 they go, and it's kart 9, Travis Smith, who leads this one here. Taylor Gray trying to put a wee bit of pressure on him, but they managed to work their way through. So Gray in second place. Then we go back to Godsif of Marlborough in third. Up the hill they go. Of course, this class was introduced a few years back as a sort of an introduction class, I guess you could say, to karting. Here we are at the South Island Championship, running for a title with them now. Travis Smith of Dunedin it is who leads them around. He's sponsored by Auto Super Shop, Auto Mac Air. He's actually the first and youngest Kartsport New Zealand junior tech officer. So clever little rooster out in front. Being chased at the moment by Taylor Gray, who's sponsored by Auto Windscreen Replacements, Everett Glass, Agweld Engineering. He's putting a bit of pressure at the moment on Travis Smith as they head down, tick off lap number 1 here for the 2019 South Island Karting Championship, brought to you by Mag and Turbo. This race brought to you by Auto Super Shops. And it's Travis Smith at the moment being chased by Taylor Gray. Taylor Gray last time around a 31.94. Your man in front, Travis Smith, a 32.52. Down the back straight they go. Third place at the moment, kart 31, Ryan Godsif. There's a good wee battle happening for 4th and 5th between Greenfield and Rasmussen, kart number 39. That's 4th and 5th place at the moment. Still Gray though, he's not giving an inch. Only a kart length between 1st and 2nd at the moment. We're into lap number 3 here. Silverstream Raceway in Mosgiel, an absolutely stunning day. Checked out the forecast before for tomorrow. They are expecting rain, but not till later in the afternoon. Overcast, still warm enough, 16 tomorrow. We can expect a high of, so it's not going to be too bad at all. Hopefully we can get through those pre-finals and finals before the rain hits. So it'll make some interesting finals if guys have to go on to wets. So Taylor Gray still trying to chase down. There's a couple of kart lengths between 1st and 2nd at the moment, with Travis Smith, kart number 9, gets a head down behind the steering wheel. Into that left-hander, down past the control line once more. 10 laps for this one here, heat number 1. The Auto Super Shops, Briggs Heavies. 32 lap final tomorrow for the Briggs to crown a South Island champion. Onto that straight once more, one of the only chances you get to take a breather here at Silverstream Raceway. The rest of the track, very, very technical, as we mentioned before. Of course, drivers today, they'll be forced to hydrate fairly well. Seen a number of drivers coming into pit lane there before, and the sweat absolutely pouring off them. Still got one more heat race to run today for each class as well. 2 heats run today. Tomorrow we have a pre-final and a final. But out in control at the moment, the man from Dunedin, Travis Smith, 29.593. Certainly sharpened up that lap time. Second place we go back to Taylor Gray of Invercargill. 31, Ryan Godsif is in third place. 4th at the moment, Blake Greenfield from Marlborough. And at the tail of the field, Anton Rasmussen from Marlborough, car number 39. So 2 karts out there running in the 29s. The rest of them in 30s. But look at the lead now. The Travis Smith is starting to peel off from the field. First 2 or 3 laps, Gray sat right with him. But as the race has gone on, we're on to lap number 9 now. So there'll be one more to go after this. And Travis Smith really starting to dominate this field. Went a wee bit wide there as he come out of that top corner. Would have used all of the rumble line. So last lap board has been presented. One more to go for Travis Smith, heat number 1. The Auto Super Shops. Briggs Heavy. Sends him up the top end of the circuit, up the hill there for the last time in heat number 1. Onto the back straight, he can almost flicker off and coast from here. A commanding win for Travis Smith. Kart number 9 from Dunedin takes out heat number 1. Auto Super Shop, Briggs Heavy. Second place is going to be Taylor Gray of Invercargill. In third, Ryan Godser from Marlborough. Fourth place, Blake Greenfield, also of Marlborough in Kart 35 and 39. Anton Rasmussen from Marlborough will take out fifth place. But as I said before, pretty commanding win there from Travis Smith of Dunedin. Kart number 9 takes out heat number 1. The Auto Super Shop, Briggs Heavy here at the Mag and Turbo South Island Kartsport Championship.
Now it's Friday night, I'm feeling right. Say, tell me where's the party? Just me and my girls, laid back, cool. Dig it out from head to toe. When I hit the club door, if looks could kill, I'd be on the floor. Looking at you, looking at me, checking for you, checking for me. No handcuffs tonight, I gotta be free. If I was your girl, then possibly. If I was your girlfriend, then maybe we can kick it now and then. But since I am not your girlfriend, you go with your boys and I'll go with my friends. Club is jumping, music pumping, dancing all night long. Just you and me, boy. Just you and me, girl. Grooving to the song. Take a sip, you kiss my lips, and then you go for more. Go for more. Your looks could kill. I be on the floor. Dancing with you, dancing with me. Living with you, living with me. No love in the night, I'm not your baby. If I was your girl, then possibly.
Want mag wheels now? We've got 14-inch mag and tyre combos from only $8 a week. 15s from $10 a week and 17s from only $12 a week. 15 stores nationwide, limited time, only at Mag and Turbo.
Build it, make it, fix it, shift it, tow it, stow it, dig it, lift it, mow it, trim it, grind it, ship it. We hire it. Mix it, pour it, smooth it, finish it, saw it, clean it, nail it, polish it. 0800 24/7 rent. We hire it. 0800 24/7 rent. We hire it.
Welcome back, folks. Kartsport New Zealand South Island Sprint Championship for 2019 here at Kartsport Dunedin Silverstream Raceway. This event brought to you by Mag and Turbo Tyre and Service Centre right here in Dunedin. Out there at the moment, the Cadet Earth Moving Limited Vortex Mini Rock kart number 1 was impressive in time trials earlier this morning. That is Lewis Sharp, the current national champion. He's got kart 3 up there as well. Alex Crosby from Southland. Porter Stevenson from Dunedin is kart number 8. Jackson Harvey, who impressed me through the time trials, put it on the front row of the grid, is kart number 12 from Dunedin. One more lap for these guys by the looks of it. Jacob Early from Invercargill there. He's kart number 24. James Black from Dunedin, kart 32. Aidan Murdoch, kart 44 from Canterbury. Arthur Browan was very, very quick in the time trials as well. From Marlborough is kart 47. Samuel Cayford, 98 from Dunedin. So a very, very racy field indeed. The Kartsport New Zealand officials just keeping an eye on things out here. There's a few young guns that like to grab an extra piece of real estate if they can. A lot of weaving, ducking going on the straight there at the moment. Will we get a start this time around? Oh, we've had a contact there before the start with some of those back markers, but we are away and racing. Down into turn number 1 and 2 we go, and Lewis Sharp, he pushes them fairly wide. It looks like young Crosby, Alex Crosby from Invercargill's fallen well down the pack at the moment. He's down in about 6th place. One of the carts off on the grass there as well. That may well have been Brown by the looks of it. But at the moment, here's a battle out the front. Harvey side by side with Lewis Sharp. Harvey to the outside, but it's not the ideal line for this corner. Harvey will go high and look for the inside line. Through they go. He's all over the back of Sharp at the moment. Nothing between them whatsoever. Has a big look on the inside. He's trying to make a move for the lead. So Jackson Harvey now out in front, the local lad with the national champion right on his rear bumper as they head to the top of the circuit here at Silverstream Raceway. Onto the back straight now. Harvey has a wee look over the shoulder. He needs to stay focused on what's in front of him, not worry about what's behind him. Sharp is right there. He'll be waiting for Harvey to make the slightest of mistakes. Open a gap for him and he'll sneak on through. But at the moment, Harvey, he's got a couple of kart lengths as they go through the slower section, the windy section here at Silverstream Raceway, up towards the top of the course here, down the back straight at the moment. The Nagadak Earth Moving Vortex Mini Rock off to a pretty exciting start with Harvey leading this one here. Couple of kart lengths back to Lewis Sharp. Then we go to kart 3. He's improved now, which is Alex Crosby. Behind him, he's got kart 44, which is Aidan Murdoch from Canterbury. So Harvey making every post a winner in this one here. Heat number 1 of the South Island Karting Championship, brought to you by Mag and Turbo. And it's a local lad, Jackson Harvey. We mentioned him before. He's finished second on plenty of occasions. He would dearly love to be on the top step of the podium, but this is only heat number 1. As we said before, they will race 2 heats. Those points will be added together. That will determine where they start in tomorrow's pre-final. And then where they finish in the pre-final is where they start the final of the South Island Championship. Where you finish that final is your placing for the weekend. So, as I say, it can be a very, very cruel format. It can be very, very kind as well. But at the moment, the Mag and Turbo sponsored car of Jackson Harvey out in front. 3 or 4 kart lengths now over Lewis Sharp from Canterbury, kart number 1. Then we go back to Alex Crosby. 44 in 4th place at the moment, Aidan Murdoch. 98, Samuel Cayford, he's in 5th place. Then we go to Porter Stevenson. Behind him, Arthur Browan, kart number 47. 32, James Black. It may well be James Black, but yeah, so he's out of this one here. So he's one of those karts that had that tangle up at the front, at the start of it, him and Jacob Early. So it's still Harvey out in front at the moment. We're on lap number 7. Top end of the circuit onto that back straight, very, very wide, using all of that curb there. Of course, his father was well known for using the curbs as well. Down the straight, past the start-finish line. Jackson Harvey leads this one here. Lewis Sharp just behind him. We'll take a look at the lap time. Sharp at the moment, 28.031. Harvey, 28.057. So Sharp slightly faster and looks like he's closing that gap. Top end of the circuit once again. He's closed that gap to about 2.5 kart lengths. Down the main straight they come. Another big piece of curb there for Harvey. Still a couple of laps still to run in this one here. A great battle for second and third at the moment too. They were side by side. That's Crosby and Murdoch of Canterbury. Crosby, the current 3NZ. He's done a little bit of racing overseas as well. But look at the gap out front at the moment. These guys have pulled over the rest of the field. Last lap board has been bought out for Harvey. He leads this one here. Sharp closes the gap once again. 2 kart lengths between the two of them. Just over half a lap still to run. And the Nagadak Earth Moving Vortex Mini Rock Heat 1 here at the South Island Karting Championships in Dunedin. Harvey onto the straight for the last time. Through that left-hander, past the start-finish line, he's going to take out heat number 1. Jackson Harvey takes it out. He's kart number 12 over Lewis Sharp, kart number 1. In third place, Alex Crosby, kart 3. Fourth place, Aidan Murdoch. And 47, Arthur Brown comes home. That is your top 5 in the Nagadak Earth Moving Limited Vortex Mini Rock. But a popular win, that one there for one of the local lads, young Jackson Harvey, takes out heat number 1, the Nagadak Earth Moving Vortex Mini Rock, here at the Mag and Turbo South Island Kartsport Championship.
Okay, here we focus, of course, at Kartsport Dunedin for the South Island title. We've got a chance to catch up to the winner of the last one, Jackson Harvey, mate. Awesome ride there.
Oh, yeah, thanks.
Is that the best you can do? Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
All right, so tell us track conditions and stuff like that. They suit you, obviously. I mean, you just beat the New Zealand champ.
Yeah, it's just pretty hot, pretty grippy out there.
All right, so anything you're going to do to the kart this time to make it go a wee bit better?
Not sure. Just maybe leave it the same.
Alrighty then. So you've got a good field here, and so that must be good to get the first one under your belt?
Yeah, feels pretty good.
Is it going to give you plenty of confidence?
Yeah, definitely.
Well, good stuff. You got sponsors, mate, to look after you?
Yeah, just Dines Transport, Mag and Turbo, Protector Insurance, and my Dane Hart for the main engine.
Well done, mate, and hopefully you learn how to talk by the end of the day, and so we can get some better interviews from you. But thanks very much, Jackson. Go and enjoy your win. Just before we break away, we'll get our cameraman to come around here. You can see there's a wee bit going on in the shed here. Hopefully the camera won't break up. But we've got Les Campbell, who's here. Les, of course, you're the sort of like the tech man, aren't you? So tell us about what it is that you do.
Teching, we check the carts and engines during the day, make sure they're running the correct tyres. We'll do random checks during the day. We'll take them to the impound area and we'll check ECUs and fuel and everything else like that. And then after the meeting, we get them into the tech shed and strip the engines, make sure they're all running legal.
Okay, so of course we've seen you before running around with a wee gauge. There's a tyre thing that measures it. Does this it here? So what's this one do?
That's the scanner. So the tyres are issued out and issued to each competitor. And then they're all barcoded, so when they come in, we can just scan the tyres, make sure they're running the correct tyres and engines are sealed and everything else like that.
So does it tell them about if there's any liquid or chemicals or stuff they put on the tyres as well?
No, that's another machine they've got. That's a tyre sniffer, and that we use that for picking that up.
All good stuff. Well, we'll catch up with you over the next couple of days so you can tell us a bit more about what the techies do, eh?
No, that sounds great. Thanks, Jason.
What you think you do with your four-wheel drive. What you actually do with your four-wheel drive. No matter what you do with your four-wheel drive, we've got the right tyre for you. So come on down to Mag and Turbo.
Situated just 1.5 hours drive from Christchurch is Hanmer Springs, a small alpine village that has everything for the adventurer or for someone looking to relax. Stay a while and enjoy a bike ride through the numerous bush tracks, or relax in the famous hot pools. Take the whole family and let the kids take on the many attractions on offer. And to top off your stay, book now with Hanma Holiday Homes, where there's a budget and accommodation to suit everyone. Call now.
So, folks, on track next here at the South Island Kartsport Championship is the Unleashed Karting Supplies Rotax Max Junior, and a pretty aggressive field of young karters lined up to do their thing out there. Kart number 4, Ben Shelp from Canterbury, was pretty quick in the time trials. So was Bo Hill from Nelson. Kart number 7, Jacob Douglas, kart 9 from Canterbury. Another very, very fast kart to watch. Blake Knowles is kart 11 from Canterbury. From Dunedin, Marissa Arfield in kart 14. Dylan Jessup is kart 15 from Canterbury. William Neal also from Canterbury, kart 17. Zach Christensen, kart 21 from Canterbury. 27 is Joan Roberts from Canterbury. Alex Patrick lines up in kart 51, one of the locals here from Dunedin. Mandela Pluck from Canterbury is kart 57. 67, Scott McLaren from Canterbury. Daniel Callan, 83 from Canterbury. And 90, Louise Grinley from Nelson. That is how they will line up the Unleashed Karting Supplies Rotax Max Junior. Young Jackson Harvey, of course, upstaged Lewis Sharp on that last one. I did have to laugh at that interview when young Jackson didn't want to talk to Jace. I can understand that. Really can. Anyway, folks, this one here, 10 laps, heat number 1. 2 heats happening this afternoon to determine who will start from where in the pre-final. Good chance to thank the rest of the sponsors of the event as well. Mag and Turbo, McGrath Benchtop Solutions, Nagadak Earth Moving, Unleashed Karting Supplies, Otago Painting Solutions, Doma Electrical, Auto Super Shops, and of course Pits TV for the live stream that's going out to the folks at home this afternoon. Hope you are enjoying it. It is a beautiful day here at Silverstream Raceway in Mosgiel. Leading them around at the moment, kart 7, Bo Hill. He's got Jacob Douglas on his outside. We're going to head down turns 1 and 2, and it looks like Hill's gone quite wide there. He's got, yes, it is kart 7, Bo Hill, who leads him through. Just lost the number for a moment. Jacob Douglas not too far in behind him. Starting to clear off from the field already. They've already pulled half a dozen kart lengths from those other karts behind them as they come down the main straight for the first time into the left-hander. It is still Hill from Nelson who leads them through. First lap ticked off. Good battle happening up front at the moment. Kart number 9, Jacob Douglas, sponsored by WKS and TC Performance. Kintrax, Illuminous and Racer Products, who's got some good sponsors in behind him. Looked good in the time trials this morning, held the fastest lap for majority of the time trials. Looks like they've actually lost a little bit of gap there now as well. Kart 11, which is Blake Knowles of Canterbury, starting to catch up as well. So we'll look at the lap times. 28.246 for your race leader, Bo Hill. 28.395 for second place, Jacob Douglas. And nothing between those two karts whatsoever. You can actually see the gap on screen there, just over a kart length between those two karts. And a bit of a freight train happening behind them for the minors. So we'll take a look at your race order once more. Bo Hill leads this one here from kart number 9, Jacob Douglas. Then we go back to 11, which is Blake Knowles. 51 is next in the queue. That's your local lad, Alex Patrick from Dunedin. Then we go back to Melissa Arfield, doing well out there at the moment. She's currently in 5th place, kart number 14. 21, Zach Christensen from Christchurch. He's in 6th place. So look at this battle, the top 3 at the moment. Kart 11, Blake Knowles from Canterbury has really come into this one here. And Alex Patrick not too far off the pace there as well. So this could well be a 4-kart race within a lap by the looks of it. So there's been a change up front though. Jacob Douglas has managed to find a way past Bo Hill. Can he clear off though those lap times at the moment? A 26.3, the best lap time for Jacob Douglas. 26.444 for the man behind him, and there's 2 or 3 kart lengths between them. So kart number 9, Jacob Douglas, really starting to stretch his legs now. Those tyres will be coming up to pressure. Fairly hot out there at the moment. Heat number 1, the Unleashed Karting Supplies Rotax Max Junior. Very competitive class. Top end of the circuit onto the main straight once more. Down through the left-hander. And it's still Jacob Douglas who leads this one here. Second place, Bo Hill. Then Blake Knowles in 3rd. No change for 4th place at the moment, which is Alex Patrick. Melissa Arfield just behind him. Then we go back to 21, Zach Christensen. 17 out there, William Neal. Kart number 4, which is Ben Shelp next. Then it's 15, Dylan Jessup. And at the rear of the field, 84 it says there, might be 83, Daniel Kelly from Canterbury. So 7 laps into this one here. It's taken a wee while for these guys up front to really settle. They look fairly well settled now though. Fairly even gaps between those top 4 karts. A good battle happening between Melissa Arfield and kart number 21, Zach Christensen, swapping out positions here. So Christensen managed to get past Arfield. Still no change up front whatsoever. Jacob Douglas, the man from Christchurch, leads this one here. 3 kart lengths now over kart number 7, which was Beau Hill. He was your early leader. Kart 11, Blake Knowles. He's impressed me in this one here. He sat with the leaders. Alex Patrick still in 4th place in kart 51. 21, Zach Christensen from Christchurch. He's in 5th. Marissa Arfield drops down to 6th place, kart 14. So last lap in this one here, and it's a clear leader. We should see the checkered flag this time around. We do see the checkered flag, and it's a race win. And the Unleashed Karting Supplies Rotax Max Jr. to kart 9, Jacob Douglas of Canterbury. He takes this one here out. 2nd place, Beau Hill from Nelson. In 3rd, Blake Knowles from Canterbury. 4th place, the local man. A good drive from him, Alex Patrick from Dunedin. Then we had Zach Christensen, kart number 21 in 5th. And rounding up your top 6, kart 14, Marissa Arfield of Dunedin. That is how they will finish. The Unleashed Karting Supplies Rotax Max Jr. here at the South Island Karting Champs, brought to you by Mag and Turbo. That is heat number 1 for all of our classes done here. We'll be back with heat number 2 in just a moment.
Okay, folks, here we are back down in the pits, and of course through the tech sheds, this young fella here, Jacob Douglas, number 9, mate. Fantastic win for you. You'll be looking for a good couple of days of racing here.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, the race was pretty good. It was really close. Yeah, it's a really nice day today, and hopefully it's the same tomorrow.
So tell us about the pressure that you get put under. You had 3 karts that were riding behind you. You seem to keep your cool. How do you do that?
It's pretty tricky, but yeah, just staying calm and not over driving, and yeah, just being smart, and yeah.
Do you put a bit of an effort in? Obviously, it's about 23 degrees here today. You're sitting in that car. Is it a bit of a sweaty type of work?
Yeah, it's pretty. When I'm driving, it's not like I don't notice it that much, but
we're just talking about how hot it is out there and stuff, and you're all conditioned. You're good to go. Any changes you're going to make to the kart for the next one?
I'm not sure. That's up to Matt, but it felt super good, so I'm not sure.
Well, I mean, if you can hold those guys up, you're doing all right, aren't you?
Yeah.
Oh, you got some good sponsors to look after you as well?
Yeah, Kane Extra, Racer Products, WKS Kart Store, TC Performance, my main sponsors. Big thank you to them. Without them, I wouldn't be able to be here now.
Good stuff, mate. Well, congratulations on the win. Well done, and we look forward to seeing how you do in the next race, eh?
Yeah, cool. Thank you.
Want mag wheels now? We've got 14-inch mag and tyre combos from only $8 a week, 15s from $10 a week, and 17s from only $12 a week. 15 stores nationwide, limited time, only at Mag and Turbo.
Hi, Malcolm Nardo from Suck It Up. We specialise in hydro excavation in the Canterbury region, safe dig methods around services. Also, we do septic tank cleaning, drain cleaning, CCTV of your pipes. If you want an excellent service, please check us out on Facebook.
Suck It Up Limited, 740 Marston Road, Christchurch. Call them 24 hours a day on 027 588 8809.
So the Kartsport New Zealand South Island Sprint Championship for 2019 brought to you by Kartsport Dunedin. And of course the title sponsor Mag and Turbo Tyre and Service Centre. Heat number 2 of the afternoon for the McGrath Benchtop Solutions Cadet ROK. Away they go. It was an impressive field last time out. Isaac Fletcher, the Gold Star champion. He certainly showed the way. Look at those front 2 starting to clear off already. Kart number 33, Zach Tucker. He put all sorts of pressure on Fletcher last time, and no difference in this time as well. Down the main straight for the first time in this one here into the left-hander. Past the control line. Down to 1 and 2 we go into the Mag and Turbo bend. And it's 33, Zach Tucker, who's putting all sorts of pressure on the back of Isaac Fletcher, the man from Canterbury. At the moment, they're starting to clear off from the field up to the top end of the circuit, onto the main straight once more. Nothing between these two, not even half a kart length between them. This is the McGrath Benchtop Solutions Cadet ROK. Then we go back to Xavier Harvey from Canterbury, which is kart number 22, currently sitting in third place. Behind him, 17, Jackson Culver, also from Canterbury, in fourth place at the moment. But your two out in front, look at this, they're having an absolute battle here. Isaac Fletcher from Canterbury. He's in defence mode at the moment because he's got kart 33. Zach Tucker all over the back of him. He's sponsored by WKS. He connects as well, running a Kiwi kart. Up towards that top end of the circuit again. These two, you'd swear this was the final. Absolutely giving it to each other. 3 or 4 laps into this one here. What are we? 4 laps into it. And still nothing between the leaders at the moment. Not even half a kart length. Lap time's basically identical, a 28.866 versus a 28.867. So lap time's absolutely identical for these two guys up the front at the moment. Let's take a look at your top 5. Leading this one here, we've got Isaac Fletcher, who leads at the moment from Zach Tucker. In third place, Jackson Culver in kart number 17. He's managed to get himself ahead of Xavier Harvey, kart number 22. And Robbie Batt from Invercargill rounds up your top 5. And behind Batt at the moment, Nicholas Cayford from Dunedin. Then we go back to Cohen Thompson from Westland. Good to see an entry from the coast here at the Mag and Turbo South Island Karting Championship. But these two out in front at the moment. Fletcher takes a moment to look over his left shoulder to see whether or not he's pulled a gap on Tucker, but he hasn't. That gap's still absolutely identical. Nothing between these two whatsoever. This is heat number 2, McGrath Benchtop Solutions, Cadet ROK. This will decide where these guys will start in tomorrow's pre-final. 10-lap race. Of course, the pre-finals tomorrow, we go a little bit longer. 19-lap pre-final for these guys. Then we go into 28 laps to work out who our South Island champion for 2019 is going to be. So, couple of kart lengths now. So our Gold Star champion Isaac Fletcher from Canterbury starting to pull a slight gap late in this race here. We're in lap number 8. Only a couple to run. And it's really been a 2-kart race. He's very, very quick down that straight as Zach Tucker. He's closed the gap back up to just one kart length. Through they go. Through Mag and Turbo Bend. Up into these tight S's. Good battle happening for 3rd and 4th at the moment as well. That's Jackson Culver just ahead of Xavier Harvey. Canterbury teammates, clubmates. Nothing between 1st and 2nd. Nothing between 3rd and 4th. This is one heck of a kart race at the moment. 33, Zach Tucker. He is not giving an inch. The last lap board has been shown. Less than a lap still to run here at Silverstream Raceway. And it's Isaac Fletcher who leads this one here. Just over half a lap left to run. Has Tucker got anything in the tank? Will Fletcher withstand the pressure? They're going side by side down the back straight at the moment. Good driving by Fletcher, but here comes on the inside. He's not going to get him, though. There was nothing between those two. GS Isaac Fletcher from Canterbury will take this one here out from 33, Zach Tucker. 3rd place, kart number 17, Jackson Culver. Then we go back to Xavier Harvey, 22, and 5th place, Robbie Batt from Invercargill. That is your top 5. What a drive there, though, from those top 2. Isaac Fletcher, take nothing away from Zach Tucker from Canterbury either. They were side by side as they pass the control line. They're looking forward to their pre-final tomorrow. if this is a taste of what we are going to see. That race brought to you by McGrath Benchtop Solutions. It's all part of the Mag and Turbo South Island Kartsport Championship here at Kartsport Dunedin.
At Mag and Turbo, we're not just a mag wheel shop, we're a supermarket for tyres. Street, track or economy, we have a performance tyre to suit your driving and your budget. 17-inch tyres from $119, 18-inch tyres from $139 and 19-inch tyres from $179. When you buy tyres off us, you get one of these. Free tyre rotation, puncture repairs and alignment checks for the life of the tyres. If you need performance tyres, give us a call. 0800 MAGS for you.
Hi, Scott here from X Factor Cars, Southland's V8 specialists, stockists of the South Island's biggest selection of Holden HSV, also with a wide range of everything Ford, FPV and classic American muscle. With an in-house finance specialist, we can tailor build a package to suit each and every budget, from no deposit, structured payments and up to 60-month terms. If we don't have it in stock, our team will search high and low to find what you want. Check out our testimonials, xfactorcars.co.nz.
Well, welcome back, folks, to the Kartsport New Zealand South Island Sprint Championship for 2019 here at Kartsport Dunedin, brought to you by Mag and Turbo. The Doma Electrical Limited Senior Rotax Max Heavies on track. Heat number 2 of the day for them. It was dominated by the current South Island champion Aaron Black last time around. He will start from the front row of the grid. Other drivers in this one here in Kart, Kart number 8 from Dunedin. 11 is Kyle Rankin from Nelson. Mark Arfeld, Kart 14 from Dunedin. He plays second in heat number 1. Kevin Barker, don't know whether Kevin's out this time around or not. Kart 15, yes he is. And Cameron Egger, Kart number 26 from Dunedin. That is your field for the Doma Electrical Senior Rotax Max Heavy. Two-time South Island champion Aaron Black up front. Of course, he's been getting plenty of race action the last few weeks as well. He's been part of the Carter's South Island Endurance Series for hard track racing. Jumps out of his BMW into the kart, just as competitive, so certainly plenty race fit. But very, very hot here this afternoon. Silverstream Raceway here in Mosgiel. We'll get a start this time around. The Doma Electrical Senior Rotax Max Heavy. Arfeld and Black from the front row of the grid. Mark Arfeld put plenty of pressure on Black in heat number 1. Can he do it here in race number 2? Through they go past Mag and Turbo Bend into those tight S's. It is Black, the current South Island champ, who leads this one here. Mark Arfeld all over the back of him as they head up towards the top end of the circuit. Onto the main straight now. Arfeld looked a wee bit unsettled as they come through there. Certainly didn't lose anything from it. Only a kart length between those two. We then go back to kart number 15, Kevin Barker. He missed heat number 1. He currently sits in 3rd place at the moment. He'll have slightly better tyre condition than the rest of the field with missing that one there. Kyle Rankin, who got 3rd in heat number 1, he's currently battling it out for 3rd place at the moment with Barker. He's managed to sneak past him just in those tight S's as they move up the top end of the circuit. So a move made there for 3rd place. Kyle Rankin moves up to 3rd. Behind him, Barker not too far behind them. We've got Cameron Edgar. And at the rear of the field, in fact, the hand is up. He's pulling out of this one here. That will be Ian Carter in kart number 8. His heat done and dusted. Of course, we do come back tomorrow for the 19-lap pre-final. And then 32 laps is the length of the final for the Doma Electrical Limited Senior Rotax Max Heavy. At the moment, a couple of kart lengths between 1st and 2nd. Aaron Black looks like he's making a slight adjustment there. Through he comes through Giltrap Corner. Past Mag and Turbo Bend into the tight S's there. Arfield still all over the back of Aaron Black. Black sponsored by Mag and Turbo Dunedin, General Tyres, FTR Racing. He's been 2NZ a couple of times, South Island champ a couple of times. Can he make it? 3-time South Island champ. Everything's pointing that direction at the moment, but tomorrow a couple of big races ahead of him. And the pressure that Arfeld has put on him in kart number 14 in heat 1 and 2. Anything could happen. 3rd place at the moment. Kyle Rankin, is it? Yeah, Kyle Rankin. He's starting to chase down the 2 leaders now as well, so he's really starting to roll them in. We'll take a look at some lap times. 26.753 for Black, 26.838 for Arfield. 26.777 is your lap time for Kyle Rankin. So he is absolutely honking out there. In fact, Black and Arfield just did a faster lap time that time around, a 26.6 for both Arfield and Black. So these karts really starting to come on. We're 6 laps into this one, make it 7. Couple of kart lengths now, make it 3 kart lengths to Aaron Black out in front of this one here. Mark Arfeld still holds that 2nd spot. Then we go back to kart 11, which is Kyle Rankin from Nelson, sponsored by AJ Rankin Boat Builders, Tasman Karts, ASA Plastics, Nelson and Worth. He's currently holding 3rd place over kart 15, Kevin Barker from Nelson, one of the Pro Karts team. Then we go to 26, which is Cameron Edgar from Dunedin at the tail of the field. So consolidating now is what Aaron Black is doing. He's got a handy lead over Arfeld. It's basically a carbon copy of what we've seen in heat number 1. 2 or 3 laps to go and Black starts to pull out from the field. They'll be pleased to get out of the kart at the end of this one here. Breeze has certainly come up, keeping things a little bit cooler. We said before it was about 23, 24 degrees. Kart 15, Kevin Barker out of this one here. He's come into pit lane, so we're down to 4 karts in this one here. The Doma Electrical Senior Rotax Max Heavy. Aaron Black, through he comes. Last lap to run for him, this current South Island champion. Just over half a lap to go. Onto the straight. He's going to make it 2 wins from 2 starts, maximum points. For tomorrow's pre-final, checkered flag is out. It's a race win for Kart SI. Aaron Black, your current South Island champion. From Dunedin, Mark Arfeld will settle for 2nd place and a front row start in tomorrow's pre-final. Kart 11, Kyle Rankin in 3rd place. And 26, Cameron Edgar in 4th. That is how they finish the Doma Electrical Senior Rotax Max Heavy Heat number 2 at the South Island Sprint Championship here in Dunedin, brought to you by Mag and Turbo.
Okay, folks, Kartsport Dunedin here, course Silverstream's Raceway here. Fantastic day of racing, and the winner of that last one is the SI. This is Aaron Black. Aaron made awesome run there, but Mark Arfield's not too far away from you, is he?
Yeah, we're always like that. He's always like there or thereabouts. So, yeah, I wouldn't hold anything against him if he came through tomorrow. Depends what the weather's going to do, really. So, yeah, seem to be going pretty good in the dry. Weather can shake it up a little bit, eh?
Is the kart, is it sort of set up where you want it to be? Is there more in it?
I've been quicker, so I don't actually understand why we're a few tenths off. Everyone else seems to be going pretty good, so we've just got to try and tune it up a little bit better. It doesn't feel 100, but it's doing the job at the moment.
Must be all that weight that Mark lost, eh? Look at him, he's definitely dropped a few tonnes, so that's probably why he's going a bit better, eh?
Oh, it could be that. I don't know about his fitness. He might not be able to hold it out for 32 laps, you know.
Alrighty, so are you pretty happy with the way the day's going so far?
Well, the day's done, and I've won everything, so I'm pretty happy so far. But tomorrow's another day. Still got a long way to go, and a couple of really long races, so see what happens tomorrow, really.
You'll be pretty keen to hang on to that SI on the number plate there.
I'm very keen to hang on to that, yeah, very keen. So.
Good sponsors, who looks after you?
Megan Turbo pay most of my bills, General Tyres, my father and my mother, and all my family help me out.
Good stuff, well done, Aaron. We'll just go over and catch up with Mark while he's here. And Mark, you're getting closer to this man, so maybe tomorrow when it counts, you want to get a couple on him.
Oh, mate, he's quick. He is quick. I'm waiting for him to make a mistake, but 2 heats so far he hasn't made any. So I'm hoping on at least 1 or 2 tomorrow. Happy with my pace, but yeah, just got to close that gap up and not make any mistakes myself.
Okay, so anything in your kart left to come out of it, or you think you got the maximum out of it?
I guess as the track's getting hotter and hotter, we're making alterations right throughout the day. So, it's learning from, I guess, the data that you get from the previous run and making changes for the next one. So, yeah, it's you just don't come out with a kart in the morning and hope it lasts you all day. You've got to keep changing it. So.
It might be even worse tomorrow if it starts to rain, because you've got to go from, a dry track to something pretty moist.
Yeah, actually, and I don't mind the wet, so I'm sort of praying for a bit of rain tomorrow. So hopefully they'll close the gap up a little bit as well, and brings the whole field in. And you really got to be smooth in the wet.
Good stuff, Mark. You got some good sponsors too, mate, that looks after you?
Yeah, mostly my wallet. That's probably the biggest sponsor. Negative Earth Moving really helping us out as well this weekend. And obviously the Pits Media sponsoring my daughter as well. And appreciate all the support and so forth that we get from the sponsors.
Good stuff, mate. Well, congratulations. For seconds, not too bad. I'd rather be doing it for first, but let's see what you can do tomorrow, eh?
No, we'll take it for today, and gives us a good position for tomorrow.
Good stuff, folks. Of course, Mark Arfield. You can see him lined up on the dummy grid. They're ready to go again. Stay tuned to the Pits TV.
What you think you do with your four-wheel drive. What you actually do with your four-wheel drive. No matter what you do with your four-wheel drive, we've got the right tyre for you. So come on down to Mag and Turbo.
For any powder coating job, no matter the size, Invercargill's powder line can deliver the desired professional finish. Specialising in powder coating and thermoplastic coating for any aluminium or steel items. Powder line services are suitable for both domestic and commercial purposes with 2 large ovens on site. Powder line can powder coat anything from mag wheels, car parts, gates, sprint car frames to house flashings, garden seats and aluminium window frames. With 280 colours on site for customers to choose from, we have access to thousands more, which are available by order. Give the friendly office staff a call to book your job in now.
Welcome back, folks, to the Kartsport New Zealand South Island Sprint Championship for 2019 here at Kartsport Dunedin. Brought to you by Mag and Turbo Tyre and Service Centre. On track at the moment, Senior Rotax Max Light. Brought to you by Otago Painting Solutions. Tell you what, Heat 1 was an absolute cracker. Chris Cox, the current South Island champ, had to settle for second place in that one there to a very, very fast William Exton in kart number 42. We'll take a look at your lineup. South Island champ out there, Chris Cox. He's got SI on the side of his kart. Kart 7 is Logan Thompson from Invercargill. 10 is James Hutchinson from Dunedin. 41, Finley Dixon from Southland. William Exton, Heat 1 winner, kart 42 from Marlborough. From Canterbury, Cameron Hay, 47. Kart 50, Cohen Muir-Thompson is from Dunedin. He had a good run in heat number 1 as well. Luca Byrne, 61 from Southland. 62, Ethan Tuffley from Southland. 67, Jack McLaren from Canterbury. 68, Thomas Flynn from Canterbury. And 87, Lachlan Penrose, who was pretty good in heat number 1 as well. He will line up in kart number 87. So slowed right down by the front markers as they come through past the control line there. And it's Exton on the inside, Cox on the outside. Otago Painting Solutions, Senior Rotax Max Light. Heat number 2 underway here at Silverstream Raceway in Mosgiel. And it's Exton once again who gets off to an absolute flyer. Pulls out a kart length already over the current South Island champion, Chris Cox. Up to the top end of the circuit they go, onto the straight. Exton, wee bit of a twitch as he heads into the left-hander. Past the control line to tick off 1 lap here in the Otago Painting Solutions Senior Rotax Max Light Heat number 2. Third place at the moment, car 50, Cohen Mewett Thompson from Dunedin. Right up there at the moment in third place. Look at the pressure that Chris Cox is starting to put all over the back of Exton at the moment. Exton in the Deadly, Chris Cox in the Tony Kart. He's long been a campaigner of the Tony Kart, does very, very well in them. Has a wee look over his left shoulder just to see where Mewett Thompson is. He's got a gap back to him. Ethan Tuffley once again up in 4th place. So he's starting to clear off from the guys just behind him as well. He'll be dearly looking at the rear bumper of kart 50. Cohen Mewett Thompson trying to get up into that lead bunch. 5th place at the moment is 67, Jack McLaren. He's got Logan Thompson just behind him. So Logan Thompson looking to work through. Wee bit of contact there between, look to be Finley Dixon and kart number 47, Cameron Hay of Hamilton. Finley Dixon, of course, had a DNF in race number 1. Contact with the tyre wall. So your race order as they come through. 42 leads this one here. That's William Exton. Current South Island champ Chris Cox, he's in 2nd place. Then we go back to Cohen Mewett Thompson in 3rd. 62 is Ethan Tuffley. He's in 4th place. In 5th at the moment, Jack McLaren. 6th, car number 7, Logan Thompson. 7th place, 41. We see Finley Dixon. 8th place, 47, Cameron Hay. In 9th, 61, Luke Burns. And at the rear of the field, Lachlan Penrose in 10th place. That's how they line up currently. So no change in that battle up front at the moment. Kart 67, in fact, he's pulled in Jack McLaren. He was running mid-pack as well, so maybe an issue for him with his Rotax. He's out of this one here. Shrugs his shoulders, doesn't know what's wrong with it. So 3 kart lengths now as they come through Mag and Turbo Bend down into the tight S's. And it's Exton. You see how much speed he scrubbed off as he went in there and drove out of it. Down the straight once more. 7 laps into this one here, 10 lap heat. Thompson now trying to chase down his club mate, Ethan Tuffley, but Tuffley's got a fairly good gap there. He's currently holding 4th place. Out in front, though, still absolutely no change whatsoever. The lap time's 25.848 for Exton at 25.943 for Cox. So fastest man on the track also has track position at the moment. Third place, still your man from Dunedin. That's Cohen Mewett Thompson. He's lapping 26.180. Those 2 leaders are down in the 25.8. So he's got to find some time from somewhere. Very, very hot conditions here at Silverstream Kart Raceway. Here in Mosgiel, absolutely stunning day. Breeze has just died off slightly, forecasting a wee bit of rain tomorrow. That's going to make things interesting. No one's run on wet here this weekend yet, so it will be interesting tomorrow if the forecast rain does arrive. Whoa, wee bit of contact there, just as they were going into the S's. It looks like kart number 10, James Hutchinson from Dunedin's actually parked up there, so hopefully the flags are out. Yeah, the yellow flags are out. Race is concluded anyway, so bit of friendly fire after the flag, but your race winner is William Exton from Marlborough, kart number 42. 2 wins from 2 starts from him. Chris Cox will settle for second once again. And in third place here we see Cohen Muir Thompson, kart 50 from Dunedin. Ethan Tuffley, he will come home in 4th place, kart 62 from Invercargill, followed by top 5 finisher Logan Thompson, kart number 7, also from Invercargill. So that's your 2 heats done and dusted. Pre-finals tomorrow. That's your Otago Painting Solutions Senior Rotax Max Light, all part of the action here at the Mag and Turbo Kartsport Dunedin South Island Sprint Championship.
Alrighty, here we are, of course, back at the Kartsport Dunedin track, the course Silverstream Raceway, and William Exton, 42, mate. That was a good win from you there. Not really too much of a challenge, but just easy as she goes.
No, it was good. The kart setup was good. It just took a little bit too long to come, but Chris was always there.
We're telling the guys about how you're changing the karts throughout the whole day. Have you done that yourself?
No, that's Dad's job.
So does he tell you what he does?
Yeah, he tells me.
So do you come back and tell him what's going on with the kart and he makes the changes? Is that how it works?
Yeah, after each race I come in and give him feedback and then he just changes it to what I say.
Alrighty, so have you made many changes to the kart over the course of the day?
Not too many changes, no.
Well, you're 2 from 2, so you probably don't want to make too many changes anyway, do you?
No, but we always want to go faster, so.
So what are you going to do to make it go faster for tomorrow?
I don't know, actually. We'll just see what tomorrow brings and see how the weather is tomorrow.
Yeah, well, are you any good at racing in the wet?
I'm alright, I guess, yeah.
Well, about to find out tomorrow. Yeah. Who have you got that looks after you sponsorship-wise?
I got my dad, of course. I got Te Pā Wines, Mitre 10 Mega Blenheim and CIB Logistics.
Good stuff, mate. Well, best of luck and we'll catch you tomorrow. All right? We'll just grab this man here. Luca Burns, of course, he's the man. He's had a bit of bad luck for the start of the meeting. Of course, you did your runs earlier on, and then you were sort of disqualified and have to start off the back. Tell us what happened there.
Passed the guy on the yellow flag.
Okay, so obviously that means that the 2 heats you've done today, you've had to start from the back. Where did you finish in the first one, and where did you finish in this one?
I finished 6th in the first heat, and I'm not really sure what I finished in this one.
About the same position, I think, so it's not too bad. But tomorrow it might be a wee bit easier for you, do you think?
Hopefully.
So, of course, explain that you passed under a yellow, so they brought a yellow flag out and you passed someone, so that was it, you lost all your starting grids.
Yeah, that's the way it goes. Yeah.
So, you qualified not too bad. I think you qualified in 4th or something, didn't you?
No, 6th, qualified 6th. So.
Oh, yeah, that's a pain. Good sponsors looking after you, man?
Always.
Who looks after you?
Wyndham Flooring Extra and Invercargill Flooring Extra and the Oil Shop.
Good stuff, mate. Well, best of luck for tomorrow. It looks like you're going to need it, eh?
Yeah, thanks.
All right, stay tuned, folks.
Want mag wheels now? We've got 14-inch mag and tyre combos from only $8 a week, 15s from $10 a week, and 17s from only $12 a week. 15 stores nationwide, limited time, only at Mag and Turbo.
Want a great night out for all the family? Want great value? Need excitement? Need action, thrills, speed and spills? Then you need to be at your local Speedway's next race meeting. It's got it all! Speedway, the entertainment sport.
Kartsport New Zealand South Island Sprint Championship for 2019 here at Kartsport Dunedin. Silverstream Raceway, all brought to you, of course, by Mag and Turbo Tyre and Service Centre. On track at the moment, the Auto Super Shops Briggs Heavy. Travis Smith dominated race number 1. He is kart number 9. Kevin Barker is kart 15. Ryan Godser 31. 35 is Blake Greenfield. They're from Marlborough, those pairing. Anton Rasmussen from Marlborough as well in 39. And Taylor Gray from Southland, kart number 88. Of course, he took out second placing last time around. So we should get a start this time through heat number 2 for the Auto Super Shop Briggs Heavy South Island Championship. Final heat of the afternoon for these guys. And we're away and racing down into turn number 1 and 2 we go. And it's Smith off to an absolute flyer. He's got Gray chasing him pretty hard. In fact, Gray chased him hard in heat number 1 as well, and then sort of fell off in the last 3 or 4 laps. But he's sticking with him this time. He'd really love track position. Through they come, through the left-hander on past the control tower there. Down into 1 and 2 once more. Past Giltrap corner. Mag and Turbo Bend just coming up in a moment. Up to the yeses here, top three at the moment. Travis Smith from Dunedin leads this one here from Taylor Gray of Invercargill. 31, Ryan Godser from Marlborough. He sits in third place at the moment. No Kevin Barker in this one here. Blake Greenfield and Anton Rasmussen at the rear of the field. Two Marlborough club mates there. So through once more, a 32-1-2-3 that time round there to Smith, a 32-2-2-4 to Taylor Gray. So Gray still all over the back bumper as they head up the hill towards the loop there at the top. Onto the straight now. Gray still in behind Smith, both with the heads down through the left-hander onto the main straight once more. This will bring up 3 laps in this one here, the Auto Super Shop, Briggs Heavies. Kart length and a half, so Travis Smith starting to work on that lead. He runs an Aero Kart, sponsored by Auto Super Shop, Dunedin City, Auto Mech Air. Onto that top straight once more. Still nothing between these two karts. Taylor Gray, the youngster from Invercargill, in second place, only 1 kart length back in kart 88, the Cosmic. And in third place at the moment, Blake Greenfield from Marlborough. He's back in the distance. So can Gray run with him? That is the question. It's an identical scenario to what they had in heat number 1. Gray fell off the pace with about 3 or 4 laps to go. Still a great battle happening for 4th and 5th at the moment with Greenfield and Rasmussen, the two lads from Marlborough, having a great week championship of their own at the rear of the field. They're currently 39, Anton Rasmussen leading over Blake Greenfield in 35, but nothing between them at all. Smith seems to have picked himself up another kart length. Gray seems to have pulled that kart length back, so Gray slightly faster through those tight S's. Onto the main straight once more. Smith seems faster from this part of the circuit round to about Mag and Turbo Bend. Lap number 6, just 4 to run here at Silverstream Raceway. All part, of course, of the Mag and Turbo Tyre and Service Centre South Island Karting Championship. Gray still sits with him. Top end of the circuit. Down the back straight. Only a kart length between them. 3 laps to run. Travis Smith with a kart length advantage over Taylor Gray from Invercargill. As we said before, Gray's fast in this part of the circuit where he gets through the S's. He seems to pull a bit more of an advantage through there, but Travis Smith still holds. Couple of kart lengths between the two of them now. Third place, out racing on his own, Ryan Godser from Marlborough. He's almost a straight length back from this pairing. So 8 laps down. This is the 9th lap. Travis Smith, 3 or 4 kart lengths now. So Taylor Gray has gone with him. A little bit longer than he did in heat number 1, but starting to fall off the pace here slightly now. A 29.525 for Smith versus a 29.671 for Gray. Down the hill into the left-hander. Last lap board shown this time around. Into turns 1 and 2, past Gill Trap Corner. Into Mag and Turbo Bend through the S's now. Smith, he's got half a dozen kart lengths over Gray at the moment. Of course, very, very hot out there. These tyres will be working hard. Track getting a wee bit of rubber on it. Checkered flag will be presented this time around, though, for the Auto Super Shops. Briggs Heavies, heat number 2, taken out by kart 9 from Dunedin, Travis Smith. Second place, Taylor Gray from Invercargill in 88. 35, Blake Greenfield, he will finish in third place. Good battle by the Marlborough club mates there at the rear of the field, though. Fourth place, Blake Greenfield. Anton Rasmussen there in 5th. So Ryan Godsiff it was in third place, sorry. So there we go, another race win. 2 from 2 here at the South Island Championship for Travis Smith in the Briggs. Good close racing, looking forward to seeing them tomorrow. It's all part of the Mag and Turbo South Island Kartsport Championship.
At Mag and Turbo, we're not just a mag wheel shop, we're a supermarket for tyres. Street, track or economy, we have a performance tyre to suit your driving and your budget. 17-inch tyres from $119, 18-inch tyres from $139 and 19-inch tyres from $179. When you buy tyres off us, you get one of these. Free tyre rotation, puncture repairs and alignment checks for the life of the tyres. If you need performance tyres, give us a call. 0800 MAGS for you.
The St. Nicholas is a familiar sight around Bluff as she steams out to capture Can-Do Fishing's famous Bluff Kinner. Once caught, the kinner is brought back to the purpose-built factory in Bluff where it is processed, packed and shipped fresh to you. But that's not all that Can-Do Fishing can do for you. Try some of their green-boned fish or delicious power products and you will soon see why seafood from the Bluff is world famous. So head to your local fish market or supermarket and ask for Can-Do Fishing Kinner, fish or power. Can-Do Fishing, there's nothing we can't do for you.
Okay, folks, South Island Championship. This time the Negadak Earth Moving Vortex Mini Rock, brought to you, of course, by Mag and Turbo Tyre and Service Centre here at Silverstream Raceway in Dunedin. Absolutely stunning day, I tell you what. This was a pick of the heats from me from round one of the heats, where young Jackson Harvey from Dunedin upstaged the current New Zealand champion Lewis Sharp. It's going to be an absolute epic battle this time around. Let's take a look at the field. Lewis Sharp is kart number one from Canterbury. Alex Crosby, NZ3 from Southland. Porter Stevenson is kart number 8 from Dunedin. Then we go to Jackson Harvey, Heat 1 winner from Dunedin. Here's kart 12. 24, Jacob Early from Invercargill. James Black from Dunedin is kart 32. Aidan Murdoch, 44 from Canterbury. Arthur Browan from Marlborough is kart 47. And Samuel Cayford, 98 from Dunedin. That is your field for the Negadak Earth Moving Vortex Mini Rock. As I said before, this was an absolute screamer. Heat number 1. What are we going to see here in heat number 2? Their final heat for the Mag and Turbo South Island Karting Championship. Pre-finals, finals all happening tomorrow on what could be a wet Sunday. But ready for a start. Down to turn 1 and 2 we go. Sharp, Harvey, side by side. Sharp out in front. Harvey just behind him, only half a kart length between them. They head down towards the S's, side by side once again. Harvey looking for a way around Sharp. It's pretty frantic action at the moment, right up the top of the circuit. That last race would have given Harvey all the confidence in the world. Harvey's made a move on him down the straight and through the left-hander. So Jackson Harvey now kart number 12, the Mag and Turbo sponsored machine. Just like in race 1, he took him 2 or 3 laps in race 1 to get to the lead, but he's not wasting any time this time around. He's got the Stadium Finance machine kart number 1 of Lewis Hamilton right in behind him. So an aggressive start. Lewis Sharp down the back straight now. Harvey, 3 kart lengths he's pulled out over Sharp. Then we go back to 32, which is James Black. He didn't finish heat number 1, so good to see him right up there. It'll certainly help his points tally, local knowledge as well on this track. 47, Arthur Brown from Marlborough in 4th place at the moment. Then we go back to 44, Aidan Murdoch from Canterbury. So a 34.78. 28.361, last time around for Jackson Harvey, a 28.577. So Harvey certainly got a ton of speed at the moment. As we mentioned before, it's all about looking after the kart as well. 19-lap pre-final tomorrow, and then we go into 24-lap final for these guys. So that kart, the tyres need to be looked after, the kart needs to be right. And young Harvey there, if he can get out in front and just look after this kart, he's certainly going to be a contender. 4 times he has been second in South Island Championships. Never quite got to the top step of the podium. Will it be 2019? Will it be at the Mag and Turbo Kartsport South Island Championship? He's got a couple of kart lengths at the moment over Lewis Sharp from Canterbury. Oh, a bit of a tangle up there in that tight corner. That's between number 24, Jacob Early, and Aidan Murdoch from Christchurch. Both of them are away and running again, but that'll certainly hurt them. So your race order at the moment, kart number 12, Jackson Harvey of Dunedin. He leads this one here from Lewis Sharp from Christchurch. 32, James Black from Dunedin. 4th place, 47, Arthur Brown from Marlborough. Currently sitting in 4th. And 5th, Aidan Murdoch from Christchurch. And in 6th place, your 3 NZ, Alex Crosby from Invercargill. So Crosby, he finished 3rd last time out. He's well down the order at this stage. He's got daylight ahead and behind him, but as I say, he's well down the order. So a good battle happening there. Black almost heads to the outside of the track. He's in a battle with Arthur Brown at the moment. He's dropped the spot. He's now down in 4th place. Lost a lot of space in that one there. Harvey all over that curbing at the top end of the field, but he's got a handy lead at the moment over Lewis Sharp. 8 laps into this one here, and it's Jackson Harvey from Dunedin showing that Heat 1 was absolutely no fluke whatsoever. Out of the S's, up the hill he goes into that tight corner at the top of the circuit, out onto the curbing, looks over his shoulder to see where Sharp is. He's still there, but he's about 4 kart lengths back. Another lap ticked off. 8 laps in, just a couple to run here in the heats. Harvey took out heat number 1. Can he take out heat number 2? What has Sharp got left for him? Is there anything in the tank for your current New Zealand champion? He chases Harvey up the top end of the circuit, back onto the straight once more. Harvey has another look over that left shoulder. Last lap board should come out this time around for Harvey. He's got one more to run here at Silverstream Raceway in Mosgiel. Sharp, I think, has closed the gap up. There's only 3 kart lengths between the two of them at the moment. Less than half a lap to run here. Silverstream Raceway, the Nagadak Earth Moving Vortex Mini Rock on the back straight for the final time. Checkered flag comes out. Jackson Harvey of Dunedin makes it 2 from 2 here at the Mag and Turbo South Island Kartsport Championship. 2nd place will go to your current 1NZ, Lewis Sharp of Christchurch. In 3rd, 47, Arthur Brown from Marlborough. And 4th place, 32, James Black of Dunedin. And rounding up your top 5 is your 3NZ, Alex Crosby from Invercargill. But there we go, folks. 2 races in a row. Kart 12 from Dunedin, Jackson Harvey, the Mag and Turbo sponsored machine. Upstage is the 1NZ, Lewis Sharp. Still a big day of racing to happen tomorrow. Anything can happen and will happen. Let's all go here at the Mag and Turbo Kartsport New Zealand South Island Sprint Championship.
What you think you do with your 4-wheel drive. What you actually do with your 4-wheel drive. No matter what you do with your 4-wheel drive, we've got the right tyre for you. So come on down to Mag and Turbo.
Got a broken computer? Don't throw it in the bin.
E-Waste Services to the rescue!
Has your TV or toaster blown up?
E-Waste Services to the rescue!
Be a superhero. Recycle your electronics today. You don't even need to leave your home or business. They'll pick up most items anywhere in the Wellington-Kapiti region. E-Waste Services. They recycle anything with a plug. Head online to ewasteservices.co.nz or call 564 5464.
You'll really love the feeling of a Flooring Extra floor. So come and get that feeling today.
Welcome back to the Kartsport New Zealand South Island Sprint Championship 2019, brought to you by Kartsport Dunedin and Mag and Turbo, your tyre and service centre. Big thank you, of course, to our sponsors today, Mag and Turbo, McGrath Benchtop Solutions, Nagadak Earth Moving, Unleash Karting Supplies, Otago Painting Solutions, Doma Electrical, Auto Super Shops, and of course, so good to have Pits TV here as well doing the live stream. If you are sitting at home watching the live stream, hope you are enjoying what you are seeing. Of course, big day of finals happening tomorrow. This is the last heat of the afternoon. The Unleash Karting Supplies Rotax Max Junior. Ben Sharp out there, kart number 4 from Canterbury. 7 is Bo Hill from Nelson. Jacob Douglas, kart 9 from Canterbury. 11 is Blake Knowles from Canterbury. Marissa Arfield, kart 14 from Dunedin. 15, Dylan Jessup from Canterbury. William Neal from Canterbury is kart 17. 21, Zach Christensen is kart 20. He's kart 21 from Canterbury. 27, Joan Roberts from Canterbury. 51, Alex Patrick from Dunedin. Mandela Pluck from Canterbury is kart 57. 67, Scott McLaren from Canterbury. Daniel Kelly from Canterbury is 83. And Louise Grinley from Nelson, kart 90. We are away and racing. Largest field of the weekend is the Rotax Max Juniors, brought to you by Unleash Karting Supplies. And out front at the moment, Jacob Douglas it is from Canterbury, who leads them up the S's there to the top of the hill onto the straight. 10-lap heat race here. He took out heat number 1. He was in a good battle in heat number 1 with Bo Hill, who led for a number of laps, but he's got the jump on him this time around. He's got off to an absolute flyer. Third place at the moment, 51. The local lad, Alex Patrick from Dunedin. He's running with them this time. He was a wee bit behind them last time, but he's certainly might have made an adjustment or something there to the kart, and he's looking pretty sharp at the moment. Black and white flag being waved at the top end of the circuit there, so not sure what that's all about. But we are still racing, and at the moment it is kart 9, Jacob Douglas. Couple of kart lengths over Bo Hill from Nelson. So head to the top end of the circuit. Down the straight once more, has a brief look over the shoulder. Certainly starting to pull a gap. Car 11 starting to run with them now as well. That's Blake Knowles. He's up into 4th place. So fairly tight for 2nd, 3rd and 4th at the moment. As we've explained before, in case you did miss it, these here are the heats. Your points from the heats decipher where you start in the pre-final tomorrow. 19 laps of the pre-final tomorrow. And then, of course, where you finish in the pre-final determines where you will start in tomorrow's final. And then from there, of course, that determines your finish. You determine your finish in that one there is where you get placed in the South Island Champs. So your man out in front of 26.287 for kart number 9, Jacob Douglas, last time around. His fastest lap of the race, 26.518 for Beau Hill. So looking pretty fast out there is kart number 9, Jacob Douglas from Canterbury. Racer Product sponsor him, KN Extra, Illuminos, WKS and TC Performance all on board with Jacob Douglas, kart 9. Beau Douglas now starting to pull away from the pairing in 3rd and 4th place as well, so he's starting to pull himself a bit of a gap. Your real battle happening for 3rd and 4th. In fact, a bit of a dive there by Blake Knowles, trying to shoot down the inside of Alex Patrick. We'll keep an eye on those two as they come around. Whether Patrick leaves the door open or not, it's a pretty intense battle between the two of them at the moment. We're 7 laps into this one here. 2.5 laps to run through that tight S section of the track, up the hill. Using every bit of track they can out on the curbing. Patrick still managing to hold off Blake Knowles, who's in 4th place at the moment. He would dearly love to pick up another spot. That could decipher where he sits on the grid tomorrow, whether it's the inside row, the outside row. But out in front at the moment, it is still kart 9, Jacob Douglas. Beau Douglas certainly going with him this time. Great looking kart number 9, the Illuminous kart. Only a couple to run in this one here, lap 9 at the moment, so the last lap board would be out. Make it 2 wins from 2 starts in the Unleashed Karting Supplies Rotax Max Jr. Douglas puts the head down, tries to pick up a wee bit more speed. We should see the checkered flag this time around as they come through. No, last lap board is out. Fastest lap that time around at 26.016. Kart 9, Jacob Douglas on the final lap, heat number 2. Rotax Max Jr., he's going to park that kart on the front row of the grid for tomorrow's pre-final. 2 from 2, maximum points, checkered flag is out. 2nd place, kart 7, Beau Hill. In 3rd, kart 51, the local lad, Alex Patrick, gets a home just ahead of Blake Knowles. That's your top 4 from the Rotax Max Jr., brought to you by Unleashed Karting Supplies. That is today's racing done and dusted, folks. Hope you've enjoyed what you've seen. Join us back again tomorrow. We'll just take a look at those times. 10:15 tomorrow, the pre-final for the cadets, 19 laps. So we run through those, and then, of course, we have a lunch break after that. We're into the finals. 28 laps for cadets, 32 for Rotax Heavy, 32 Rotax Light, 32 for Briggs, 28 for Vortex, 32 for Rotax Junior. So a big day of racing tomorrow here at Silverstream Raceway, all part of the South Island Kartsport New Zealand Championship, brought to you by Mag and Turbo. That's us for your Saturday. We'll catch you again tomorrow.